Hello. This is a rare post on this channel. It's also an offensive post, and that's the most important thing we need to talk about. This video contains visual and audio instances of the racist N-word and the homophobic F-word. If you are sensitive to that, or if you are a child under the age of 18, this is not a video that you should watch. It is intended differently than it has historically been intended, but some people are not swayed by that reasoning. So consider again, and I'm sincere, not watching this video if you think it would upset you or your family or whoever's watching with you. I want to talk about an eyeglass container that I have that has a ridiculous name and an offensive name, because that's not the N-word, but it pretty much is. And this T suffix is even more offensive, and this ick makes you think that this is an adjective. What could that mean? Hold on a second, I'll be out in a second. Well, so I think it should mean variety. I think when you add the O and the ick, that you have an opportunity to see things differently. There's the N-word. It really is the N-word. There's no escaping that. But here, right next to it, is a heart with a P on it. And the P is for apologize. It's what needs to happen to African Americans. We need reparations. So that's our situation. I don't have anything else in this little container of stuff. I don't know what these things are. I think they're cut out. Oh, well, there's a tikka. That's another instance. Do we owe Jewish Americans an apology or a reparations? I think most people would disagree with that. But most recently, there have been attacks on Jewish communities in and out of their churches, and it's terrifying. Much worse than any word could ever be, even though these words are monsters. They're absolutely epic, evil monsters that we just can't get rid of no matter how hard we try. And so, what about those killings? What about all the killings in the United States? Do we need that at all? Could we have a political movement to disarm the entire country against a lot of people's will? Or are we just going to disarm the people with AR, whatever the number is, the ones with the biggest weapons? Or should we recognize they're all weapons? I guess you can go deep evil and end up like No Country for Old Men, where a cattle piercing device acts more fatal than a gun could act. It's a movie about true disarray and criminality and the difficulty of living in a world that's just not safe. Is that the world we want for our children? I can't imagine anybody does. Some people, though, introduce their children to guns, despite mental illness. Look at what that led to with Sandy Hook. So when I show you these symbols, it's totally irrelevant that I have these thoughts. But some of the thoughts are frustrations. Here's a pink N-word and R-word. Why do I have that? That's a frustration that I have that. Down here is a yellow tikka and some Crocs and a red heart and a pair of eyes watching everything I do. Why do I have to have that? Why upload a video on YouTube except to get views? But I don't want views because I'm scared of them, because I don't want to offend anyone. And yet I'm built on offensive things. And it's a real paradox for me. There's nowhere to go. I'm caught, a hypocrite, somebody that wants peace but promotes offensive symbols in violation of most peacemakers' will and better judgment. And that's the reality I live with every day. But someday my day will be crazy. My day will be absolutely crazy, as will my name. My first name will be crazy. And I will begin to fix that awful C word that we should not say so lightly or with so many definitions. Crazy is everything. To the mentally ill, why can't it mean everything the way the N-word means everything to some African Americans? Is it possible to develop that kind of attachment and frustration intentionally? I'd love to find out. Have a great day. Goodbye.